Hello everyone, please welcome Aparna. Aparna will be handling the today's session for top 10 marketplace, top 10 revenue automation for your businesses. And she is from Dotdigital company. And over to you, Aparna. You can start your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shubham. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. And thanks to the team at Magento to get Dotdigital involved again in Meet Magento India 2022. It's our second time here. My name is Aparna Gray, and I'm the head of marketing in APAC for Dotdigital. I'm originally from India, have lived all around the world, and have now settled in beautiful Melbourne for the last 11 years. I've been with Dotdigital for about 5 years, 5+ years, and within the e-commerce space for more than 10 years. I've actually just returned from India. I was just telling Shubham that just a couple of weeks ago, actually, visited my family in Mumbai, and was very, very lucky to be able to see my family in these crazy times that we now that we all now live in, unfortunately. So I was very lucky to do that. But enough about me. We'll quickly run down the agenda. I will take you through a bit about Dotdigital and how we would work with Magento, Adobe Commerce, and then to the presentation on hand with the top 10 email marketing automations, a bit of a summary, next steps, and stick around for a special offer, which I will talk about right at the end. So firstly, here's a bit about Dotdigital. So who are we? Dotdigital is a customer engagement platform that helps digital marketers and developers deliver communications across the entire customer journey. How do we do this? We use customer data to power engagement, conversion, and loyalty for our customers and help them grow and scale. And why do so many Adobe Commerce customers choose us? Easy to use platform really helps our customers connect with first-party data across systems, and also helps them surface some really powerful insights, which is always very useful, and of course automate some fantastic cross-channel communication. So I have a bit of a QR code here. So if you want to learn a little bit more about Dotdigital, give that a scan, and you will also get early access to the special offer I plan to talk about right at the end. So I will just wait here for a second so you've had a chance to scan that. Brilliant. Okay, a little bit more about us. We have 20+ years of industry experience. We're thought leaders and sit as elected members of numerous trade associations. A lot of them are listed on the slide there. We have about 340 staff and are a global company, and our APAC offices are in Melbourne, where I am, Sydney, and in Singapore. We have also just hired somebody in Japan, which is super exciting for us. We are led by our CEO, Milind Patel, who is based at our London headquarters. So what do we do? So what we do, I guess what we aim to do with all our clients is that we take any of your contacts through the customer journey to really try to make them brand advocates. And we do this through a variety of personalized channels using some very relevant touch points. And then to ensure that we deliver the right message to the right person at the right time, and also really most importantly, on the right channel. And we do this from the early days of email, where you can start, where you're really starting out and building out your campaigns or those email automations, like the ones I'm going to talk about today, all the way to social, retargeting, SMS, native product recommendations, and even things like live chat and push notifications as well. And all of this to give the customer a better experience. And speaking of customer, here's just a subset of our customers in Asia. We love these amazing clients who are really forward-thinking brands that have a certain level of expectation. And I think a lot of you would have heard from Gurpreet from chessbazaar. It was a fantastic presentation to kick off Meet Magento this morning. And here's some of our Magento/Adobe Commerce brands that we work with across the world. We work with all these customers by really helping them think big, start small, and scale quickly. It's a bit of a mantra here at Dotdigital. We have a fantastic world-class customer success team. You might have heard from Emily this morning, who was interviewing Gurpreet. And our customer success team really helps them implement a multi-touch strategy through some really innate commerce intelligence, helping our clients grow revenue while also identifying opportunities to across 3 really core pillars, which is data, automation, and tactics. And we do all this while also being the world's first and only carbon neutral marketing automation platform. Hopefully other vendors will also follow suit. But this was a really important change, really driven by our internal .Green team, who are still working on ways to really further reduce the environmental impact of our business. We are a firm believer in responsible marketing, something that differentiates us as your potential partner of choice. We have the privacy ISO 27701 certification, as well as our security ISO 27001. We are also certified with that. So for more information on all of these, you can visit our Trust Center on our website at dotdigital.com. And most importantly, for this community, we are Magento's first and only premier partner for marketing automation. The Dotdigital connector is compatible with Magento versions 1.6.1 upwards. So really, it's safe to say Magento and Dotdigital have a long history, which goes back many, many years. So scan that QR code if you would like to learn some more. So on to the presentation of the day. Let's talk about email a little bit first. Email can be really misunderstood and sometimes, really underestimated as a channel. Email as a platform has really developed immensely over the past decade or so. The advances in things like data, such as what we can capture and ultimately what we can do with it, have been the biggest development, really. This has really helped to boost automation, testing and personalization. They now work in ways we could have only imagined years ago. Also despite, the changing laws and consumer attitudes, email has remained a really powerful engagement driver and a fantastic communication tool for businesses across the board. So no matter what industry you're in, or which state in India you're in, what country in Asia you're in, how big or small your business is, email should be an essential pillar of your marketing strategy. So today we're going to talk about email and in its position as an efficient and a really strong channel in terms of ROI. The value of email stands at 3,500 rupees for every 100 rupees spent, which is huge. So let's see how we can make this awesome marketing channel work for us. The first program I'd like to talk about is a welcome program. A good welcome program will really focus on building the relationship and not just selling to the prospect. This program is also a great opportunity to really collect that valuable data on your prospects. They enable us to begin, sending a series of really personalized emails via our marketing automation. So be sure to reassure the prospect by communicating the benefits and really show the credibility of your brand, and highlight any forthcoming offers and make them feel closer to your brand. And ultimately, that is our goal. And this is a great example from our client Skin Inc. The email welcomed us to their family, gave us the benefits of being a member and really offered a free discount code as a welcome gift. It is also very obvious on how this offer can be used. It's very clear and welcoming. It's a great example. Second, off to my favorite subject, abandoned cart. A successful abandoned cart program really focuses on addressing quite a few factors that may have really influenced your customer's decision to actually leave. So make sure you give the delivery option and really explain the suitability and the value for money of each of your items in that abandoned cart. Reinforce that trust in the brand by really providing links to reviews, testimonials, and maybe even some social media platforms. Let your visitor know the cart is actually saved. If they don't know it's saved, they're not going to go back to it. And introduce FOMO, the fear of missing out, by really playing upon that limited time message. Get to your abandoned cart now, otherwise you'll miss out. And maybe suggest some related products as a last throw of the dice. Maybe also offer discounts and free delivery. So how would you set up an abandoned cart? So we recommend sending the first reminder message within the first hour, strike while the iron's hot, and then testing and adapting based on the results that you see. Remember to experiment, A/B test, with different timings based upon the day of the week as well. And why not, test it out. You can't lose anything by testing. You can either have a 2 or a 3-stage abandoned cart program. I'll talk you through a 3-stage program right now. And a typical program might be built like this. A triggered email sent 1 hour after the cart is abandoned. Ask your customer if they need any help. A triggered email sent 1 day after the first email. Remind them that the contents of their cart are still saved and still there. So, a bit of, prodding will always help. And the last one is a triggered email sent 1 week after the second email, offering your customer a discount voucher or a unique discount code. This is a great example from a Malaysian customer, Trapo. It's really on brand and focusing wholly on the product and the very, very important call to action. They are trying to instill FOMO, fear of missing out, by really saying that particular brand of product is really in high demand, so buy soon, otherwise you're going to miss out. On to abandoned browse, my second favorite subject to talk about. By using web tracking, retailers can really automate an email to follow up on potential customers who leave your website before even completing a purchase or signing up or even abandoning a cart. If you already have their email ID, you can maybe address their reasons for leaving and really encourage them to return with an abandoned browse email. Although your visitor was not as close as maybe completing a purchase as an abandoned browse, you can still get pretty healthy ROI from the visitor. Send them that email within the first hour. Again, strike while the iron's hot. And then, make sure you help them choose the right product via some product recommendations, maybe. Educate them about your brand. Give them the customer service information. If, they have a question about a product, maybe they can just pick up the phone and give you guys a call, and let them know any additional benefits such as offers of free shipping or any returns that you can, kind of sweeten the deal. But it's very important to absolutely have a very clear call to action to return and add items to that abandoned cart. I love this example from our Aussie wine client, winedirect.com.au. I love wine anyway, so this is a great example for me. This is spot on. A few whites that may also wet your whistle. I love the play of words there. Obviously, this customer was looking at the number of white wines when they visited the website. The imagery is great, wonderful personalization, and a nice little touch at the bottom with the chief digital officer's email ID being included. On to post-purchase programs that engaged with customers after they have completed their first, second, or even their 20th purchase after with a particular brand after they have purchased from them. I do love this little infographic that really clearly depicts the pre and post customer journey, all the way from engagement, evaluation, purchase, and onto advocacy. A good post-purchase program should really aim to build trust and make that customer feel great about their product. And this really helps reduce post-purchase uncertainty for our customers and really minimizes those returns. It helps us take advantage of repeat purchase opportunities, always very good. And it really enables us to collect additional data. Data is king. So it's great to collect additional data from your customer. Also asking new customers for feedback on their shopping experience they've had is a great opportunity to gain insight on the usability of your website. The product search and checkout experience also is get that information from them. How did they like the product search and how did they feel the checkout experience went? Make sure the email is well timed, includes an image of the product, includes customer service details, really incentivizes their response, making reviews feel less like a chore. Seller One here has really offered $100 to the top 3 most insightful comments. That's a lot of wine you can buy out of $100, which is great. And also remember to thank them. That's just most common sense. And as I always tell my sons, it's good manners to thank people. Another client here, Carrie K, has given us an excellent post-purchase experience where they're really thanking us for the purchase, asking us for a review, but also giving us that like feel-good factor where they are donating to a charity for every tagged photo, which is a wonderful example of post-purchase done right on also giving you kind of that feel-good factor. Excuse me. Transactional emails like order confirmations are probably the most highly read messages because they've done, they come through often initiated by a customer action. They are necessary, but those automated emails can be a bit drab and dry. But by using your email service provider to deliver these transactional emails, you've got the ability to use these functional transaction emails to better promote your brand. Make sure you, again, thank your customers, always good manners, confirm your payment and the product details, maybe showcase related products, provide customer service contact information, always good, where can people call if they have other questions, maybe put in some general FAQs as well. Shipping is such a critical part of customer satisfaction. So be really specific with those details and those links. I know I've just come back from India and we were doing a lot of shopping online because of COVID, and cash on demand, I have realized, not that I've realized in person, it's a really big thing in most of the world, but also especially in India. So make sure you have the specific details very clearly lined out. This example from Angelique is a really good one because it showcases exactly what the customer has bought with an image of the product, and it also provides a tracking number and gives delivery options, which is great. And this is a great way to keep a customer in control of their delivery and engaged. So there's always a debate about whether this glass is half full or half empty. But when I look at this glass, I always see it's an opportunity to find out more and give the person drinking the water the opportunity to fill it up again. It's the same thing with product recommendations. And product replenishment, especially, if you're a consumable product, why not remind customers to restock when their supplies are dwindling? Marketing automation is a really effective way of driving and increasing repeat sales and really that recurring revenue, especially when a retailer is selling a product and a repeat purchase on a replenishment cycle. You will know when the product is about to end or be done or be expired. So it's a really good way to prod them again to buy again from you. And Vetcher Max has done exactly that. They've done a really great job here sending those users a reminder email to stock up on their dwindling pet supplies. It's clear and concise and gives an option to shop for a dog or a cat, or in my case, it would be a bird, or view other sale items. It's inevitable that customers do become disengaged over time, but that doesn't mean you can't really reel them back in. From loyalty programs to brand building editorial content, you can really automate these emails for unengaged customers. They'll keep your brand front of mind and always favorable. Loyalty programs are also a very important way to drive and reward customer loyalty and encourage them to spend more and earn more points. But we all know that not all customers are spend equally. They don't, so you be sure you segment them. So your best customers and create maybe an automation program that rewards that greater loyalty and extra spend. I suppose what I'm talking about here is RFM, or the recency, frequency, and the monetary value of a customer. Merchants need to really record and recall every customer transaction, no matter where it's made, to really power future communications. As the customer relationship grows, merchants can leverage RFM as a customer modeling technique. So how do we do this? Deep diving into RFM or the RFM value of a customer can really shed light on where customers are in their journey with you as a brand. This data visibility really enables marketers to target their customers more efficiently. For example, if a customer hasn't purchased again within 6 months, a brand could automate an email and do a triggered, targeted "we miss you" campaign, or even a push notification to get them engaged again. And Mr. Beer did exactly that. They used Dotdigital's RFM tool to endorse enormous change with 150 inactive customers, which in turn increased customer orders by 800%, which is enormous. Scan that QR code to read the entire case study in detail. It's amazing. Also, with the flow of customer data coming in from your e-commerce store, you can use customers' past purchases and web browsing behavior, what we've talked about, to automate product recommendations and those upsell emails as well. It's always wise to really strike again while the iron's hot, especially because we know tailoring content for an individual customer is a proven technique to drive revenue. The upsell email from Stuck on You is a great example. It really highlights the value of using customer data to really enrich that user experience. They're retargeting the customer who bought the bento box to see if they would like to buy a snazzy cooler bag to go with it for a back-to-school sale. And they're really offering a nice value discount if they are bought together. It's a great example. You can also set up an automated program that tries to recapture lost customers as really a last-ditch attempt. Do something unexpected, like offering a truly outstanding offer, or take the opportunity to capture why they left and use that insight to optimize future campaigns with them. Use humor, as our client Remedy has done here. I love that baby come back. It's a great 1980s reference there. Here's CNBC's lighthearted, non-pushy email. And this works well as a last-ditch attempt to engage the customers. The tone is subtle and not pushy, and giving users the option to be on the list and to continue to receive CNBC's Asia's newsletter. It's another great Dotdigital client example. Date-driven, and finally, number 10, date-driven programs, emails triggered by dates that are really important to the customer, such as a birthday or anniversary, are really simple, quick wins that provide a really feel-good engagement with your customers. Calendar-driven programs are also very important. The calendar has lots of holidays and sales days that you can create a marketing automation campaign around. This example from Caruso, a natural health client in Australia, showcases their Singles Day campaign on November 11th. And for their loyal customer base, a great way to reward their customer loyalty. At Dotdigital, we do an annual e-commerce calendar for important dates across the region, and that you should definitely mark on your calendar. I know there's so many on there. So scan that QR code, download this calendar now. It's got everything from Chinese New Year that's happening this week to Vaisakhi, Diwali, Christmas, Halloween, name it, we've got it on here. So definitely scan that QR code to download that calendar. And here's another great example from Hobby King. It really shows a clear birthday campaign. It's fun, celebrates an important day, and gives the recipient a discount code. It always works wonder for a brand. If you can help with customer retention in the future, wish them happy birthday, give them a discount code, and they'll always come back to you. So here are those top 10 email campaigns again. You might say, wow, too many, how can it be done? Well, it will be all worth the effort. So let me finish by saying it is doable. So marketing automation is a journey. The more you do, the easier it will get and the more ROI it will deliver. Start with programs that can be made and implemented quickly and easily, and then build your activity up from there. You've got to start somewhere. Be clear about what you want to achieve from marketing automation and why these objectives matter. And really begin by defining your goals and those metrics. Be clear about the drivers that we deliver, you will want to deliver for your numbers. Whatever it is, ensure each of your automation programs that lead to a conversion path on your site can be tracked for ROIs. That's super, super important. Also remember to ensure you're using an email marketing automation platform that really efficiently syncs with your e-commerce platform like we do with Adobe. This is essential for clear and accurate reporting and for the success of your campaigns. And that's it for me. And, I was talking about, working with a really good marketing automation program. But if you'd like a free 14-day trial, simply scan that QR code to get going on that ASAP, or feel free to contact us at the email above. Thank you again. Thank you, Magento. Thank you for everyone for listening. It's been a pleasure delivering this for the second time around. Thank you again.
Thank you, Aparna. Thank you everyone for joining for this session. It was a wonderful session, Aparna. Thank you.
You're most welcome.